Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guilford, and I'm back at EP Entertainment Park in Bankstown, and you're here joining us for round 6 of the British Touring Car Championship, hosted by SimHaus and Entertainment Park. Our proud sponsor, Interflow Plumbing, throwing up $100 once again for the top 3 in the round winner. Currently in qualifier session, we are at Donington Park, and we're racing the Grand Prix circuit, which is the original length. Last year we did the national circuit, but we want to make it harder and tougher for the boys. So the Grand Prix circuit it is. We'll head live to the track now, where Braden Pritchard's been on fire all week and is currently on pole with a 1:34.529. Very tough time to beat. Vlad Tokarev from Russia trying very hard to match that. Unsuccessfully at the moment, but the session's not over. We still have 5.5 minutes to go to the end of the quali. Watching Scott Black at the moment, currently falling down, unable to post a time. Track restrictions or track limits very strict here at Donington due to this chicane that Scott's going through right now, and for very good reason. Very tight, very hard. We don't want the guys cheating and going through, cutting through the chicane there. So we're in the GP loop coming into the hairpin. It's Melbourne hairpin, very tough corner. Just watch for a lot of action on that corner. That's pretty much the only overtaking move. So too on the inside here. And this is Goddard's coming onto the Wheatcroft straight. Hey, Braden Pritchard, our series sponsor, he's been practicing very hard to get one up on Vlad Tokarev, who's his main competitor in the championship at the moment. Braden Pritchard currently sitting P2 in the championship. Unfortunately, had a couple unlucky false starts at Oran Park. Other than that, he was hot to trot for a podium, if not the middle spot, definitely the second step. Jason Brooks is out there as well from Phillip Island, although struggling at the moment on this lap, currently in P3. Frederick Sarkis, our go-kart champion, will be in the Wix car tonight. Mercedes A45. P4 is very strong for him. To be half a second off is very good time. Matthew Pritchard currently sitting, looks like he's on his outlap at the moment. Bring up the qualify stats and see where he sits in these sector times. He's on his outlap. So expect a hot one next one. He's just warming up the tyres, saving him for one hot lap. This track's very aggressive on the tyres, so especially in quali. You want to make sure that you're giving it all you got and put the tyres in the right window for the ultimate hot lap. Pritchard just warming up, currently in P5 at the moment. Very easy to get a track when I say track penalty, like a cut track, which invalidates your whole lap time. So you touch one of those bollards on the inside of those curbs, and unfortunately you'll get a strike against you and a track lap disallowed, a lap time disallowed. So we're seeing a lot of times they're all over the place, and that's because they've either hit a strike or they're, oh here we go, Pritchard going wide. You don't want to do that, because that'll affect your next lap as far as the timing screens goes. He crosses the line. Chasing a 1:34.6. Set by Vlad Tokarev, who's pushed Braden Pritchard down into P2 at the moment. That's your front row with just over 2 minutes to go. Coming down, Crane curves into the old hairpin. He's got to keep it tight there. He's managed to do that up Starkey's Bridge. This is Schwab's curve coming right now. into McLean's, the tough right-hander, blind. Yep, just washed all that speed, unable to get the car stopped in time. That won't be a good lap for him. See if I can see any purple sectors out here. Eric Chandra from Indonesia has come in late, so he hasn't had much practice here, so watch him get better as the night goes on. Frederick Sarkis has been up there for a while now. Still in P4. Some drivers from Entertainment Park. We've got Jeff Wynn in the Shredded Weed Ford Focus. Currently in P8, his good mate next to him, Gordon Lee. And they've dragged in a newbie, Luke Tolhurst, who's doing a fantastic job for his first outing with us. And he's got it in P11 at the moment. Ahead of Troy Cieslewski in P12, just going through the Fogarty S's. Heading downhill into the Melbourne hairpin. Scotty Flack hasn't posted a time yet. He's got to really concentrate and just nail one in at least. This is probably his last opportunity. If he's going to get another lap in, he's got to push it because he's only got 40 seconds left before the end of the qualify session. He's got 2 green sectors. He's on a flyer at the moment, chasing a 134.6, set by Vlad Tokarev. Can Braden Pritchard take another 3/10 off? It's going to be tough to do. Scott Black coming into the Goddards now onto the last corner, just going nice and wide. Nice and clean. Down the main straight, currently in P13. Where will he end up? Scotty Flack getting up into P6, so he's moved into the top 10. I'm sure he'd like to be up further, but that's enough for him, as that is the end of the qualify session. So Vlad Tokarev is out on that lap, so that's out for him. Well, Braden Pritchard not too far off, but 2 yellow sectors. That's not going to be his fastest, so this won't get him on pole, unfortunately. Jason Brooks already in the paddock, in the pits, I should say. Chandra also. We've got Jeff Wynn bouncing around on our full motion sims. He's just retired. Gabriel Nunes, we haven't seen him yet. So Gabriel Nunes from GNR Racing's on his final hot lap. Currently in P11. Can he make it any better? Just coming through the last 2 corners. Up out of Melbourne hairpin into Goddards. Went down the gears in a second gear, nice and easy. A lot of front brake bias there, a bit wide, and then on the gas down the straight. Currently in P11, can he improve as we cross the start-finish line? Places a checkered flag, and he stays in P11. Okay, Troy Cieslewski takes it away. So, quality results. Vlad Tokarev will be starting from pole. Braden Pritchard right next to him. This will be a great battle. So too with Jason Brooks and Frederick Sarkis right behind. The Indonesian Eric Chandra finishes in P5. Scott Flack, as we saw, got it up into P6 the last minute, just ahead of Braden Pritchard from Matrix Plumbing. James Sarkis will be starting in P8. Jeff Wynn comes in at P9. Gordon Lee in top 10. P11 will be Gabriel Nunes, Troy Cieslewski, Luke Tolhurst, and Jamie Walker for your P14. All right, so we're going to get straight into it. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll start the racing. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. Race 1, make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell if you want to see us each week and get the notification when we're online, usually every Wednesday, but stay tuned, we're about to go green. Vlad Tokarev on pole with Braden Pritchard right beside him. Hey, the boys have got a minute before the lights come on. It sounds like they're about to go. Bit of a delay for the green light, but it's Chandra that gets a smashing start. Oh, Braden Pritchard coming over, but he can't block Chandra from getting a good start there as he moves up into P2. Oh, clips Vlad Tokarev. It's all over the place, and we've got Braden Pritchard at the start. Massive pile up here. It's like Jason Brooks has just held it firm. Vlad Tokarev's recovered already into P3. Oh, Brooks is just clipped and he's gone round. That means James Sarkis is out in front, taking the lead. Vlad Tokarev right behind. There's a lot to unpack in that first couple of corners. These boys need to keep a straight line. As Vlad gets the job done on James Sarkis already. Matthew Pritchard, Troy Cieslawski up in that third place already. Exciting stuff. Gabriel Nunes up in a fourth. And we've got the Pritchards, Matthew Pritchard in 5. Tolhurst, our rookie drivers, up into P6 at the moment. Successfully avoiding all the melee in front of him. So it's the fast boys that got to recover. Scott Flack right down the back already. Not having a great one, just moving up one spot. At 13, but back up front, let's give credit to the boys who missed all that. Troy Cieslawski in third, just in front of him, James Sarkis and Vlad Tokarev back up front. Matthew Pritchard is going to want to cut through the field as fast as he can now. Watch him try and get up the inside of Troy Cieslawski under brakes here. He'll stay there right to the end, there he goes. He's going to try it under brakes on the inside. Great job, Troy going nice and wide. Gabriel getting a nice run through there, and he's got the momentum down the hill as well. On board with Gabriel Nunes, chasing down Troy Cieslawski, who's probably looking in his rear vision mirror more than the windscreen. He's doing a great job, still in P4. Gabriel wants that position and get ahead. Troy just taking the inside now. Very tricky. Oh, catching Gabriel out here. James Sarkis holding that P2 quite firmly. We'll see where the other boys have come out after lap 2. Braden Pritchard back up. Come around the outside of Gabriel Nunes. He's going to cut inside. Gabriel Nunes wants a piece of that as well. He's not going to have the position for the next corner. See if Braden tries to get up the inside like Gabriel does. That's going to be too hot. That's still okay. To drag race down the main straight, bring us to lap 3. Like our closest race at the moment, although Frederick Sarkis and Jeff Wynn close to each other as well, but Braden trying to get round Troy Cieslawski while he's got Gabriel Nunes on the outside. Oh, he's going to cut back up on the inside, but Troy's got too much momentum. You can see the revision mirror of Braden's got the green machine of Gabriel Nunes, and he's got Frederick Sarkis right behind him as well. Or it's clustering up now. Sarkis coming up the inside of Nunez. Oh, great move from Braden Pritchard, now up into P4. His brother Matthew trying to get P2 from James Sarkis, who's Frederick's cousin, coming out of Melbourne Hairpin up into Goddard's. Oh, look at the rears just locking up as all the weight goes to the front. It lines up the rears. That's a big race going on here. Eric Chandler trying to move up. Jeff Wynn just gets into P7. Oh, Gabriel just unfortunately hitting the grass there. Now he's got Eric Chandler in his rear vision mirror. Terrence just getting ahead of Jeff Wynn there, up into McLean's. Or will Jeff get the position back? No, he locks up a bit. Oh, we just saw Troy Jaslowski revving out. Troy Jaslowski, Sarkis and Chandra. No, that's not. Yes, it is Sarkis, Frederick Sarkis in the middle. Troy's getting very sloppy, cutting the chicane there. Just locking up and losing control, unable to pull it up for the chicane. Oh, and he's just gone wide onto the grass. That's not going to be any good. Troy just clipping the back of Chandra there. Just see if we can see what happened to... Oh, Chandra just coming across Troy Jaslowski there. We're back live now with Troy Jaslowski coming down the main straight, and he's got Scott Flack all the way from the back. He's just dropped out there. I'm not too sure if that's a lagging issue. Too sure what's happened to Scott Flack. It looks like he's out of the race, so he must have dropped connection. Unfortunately, he'll be getting a DNF for race 1. The front, it's Vlad all by himself. Matthew Pritchard into P2. Must have got the pass on James Sarkis, and here comes Braden Pritchard trying to recover as much points as he can. Oh, Matthew just going wide, locking up, unable to get the car to turn in. The tyres are starting to wear out now, so it's going to be harder and harder to get around the Melbourne hairpin. Sarkis just going wide there, and Jeff Wynn looking after his tyres a bit better. He's up into P6. This is a great result for him so far. Can he make it another couple of positions? Chances back by himself, but he's got Gabriel Nunez behind him. Got Gordon Lee and Jason Brooks in the same livery. Gordon Lee the front, but Jason Brooks is just going to take that position from him as he moves up into P10. Jamie Walker racing for BPW Online Racing. And that's Jamie Walker at home on his rig with VR, so he's definitely wrestling that wheel with it. Looks like a Sim Magic setup there. Back to the racing, we've got Braden Pritchard charging down James Sarkis in P3. He was trying to fix his audio before, so I'm not too sure if he's managed to fix it, but it's going to be very hard to drive this car without audio. Chantra coming up to Troy Cieslawski, who unfortunately clipped the back as Eric come across the front of him 1 or 2 laps ago. Oh, and that was, who was that? That was Brooksy getting up on Gabriel Nunes, pushing him down into P10. Cieslawski still in the hunt with Eric Chantra. Chantra just trying to tuck in now. He's revving out 5th gear. I'm not too sure why he's not changing into 6th gear there. That's allowed Chantra to go past. Recovering a lot of lost positions there. Luke Tolhurst coming to grips with race conditions as he's back in P13 with Jamie Walker in P12. Okay, so a couple of laps to go. Vlad's still out in front. Pritchard 11 seconds behind him. Got Braden now on the back of James Sarkis. This is a close fight now. Oh, closes right up under brakes through the Fogarty S's out in towards Melbourne hairpin. Going to get him under brakes up the inside. Definitely a lot stronger under brakes, but James is doing enough to hold position here. Braden's trying everything he can. They're both catching Matthew Pritchard in front, but I'm not too sure there's enough laps to go as we're on our last lap at the moment. Chantra on the back of Jeff Wynn. That's Frederick Sarkis in front too. So this is a 3-way for P5. Jeff doing very well. The tyres are getting old, so it's hard to keep a straight line. He's just overshot it a little bit. Chantra just getting through there. Jeff falling back into P7. Cieslawski's got Jason Brooks now fighting for P8. Coming up to McLean's tough right-hander. That's Gabriel Nunes in the green machine behind them. Gordon Lee's dropping back as Jane Walker's just got Gordon Lee there. You can see Gordon's got plenty of tyres, so he must have come off the circuit. And Luke Tolhurst in P13. Okay, so Vlad coming out of Goddard's down the main straight to collect the first checkered flag of the night, race 1. Almost lost it, but he did enough to get it back. That's Matthew Pritchard in P2. James Sarkis is just going to get ahead of Braden Pritchard. So that'll be a great result for James Sarkis. And Frederick just coming home, just ahead of Eric Chantra. Jeff Wynn unfortunately dropped back to P7. That gives Troy Cieslawski P8. Jason Brooks already in the garage for P9. Gabriel Nunes 10. So we'll go to the results now. All right, so race results. Vlad Tokarev takes the win ahead of Matthew Pritchard, James Sarkis. Great job in P3. Braden Pritchard finishes in 4 ahead of Frederick Sarkis. Eric Chantra 40 a few times to get back up the front, but settles in for P6 ahead of Jeff Wynn. Troy Cieslawski in 8. Jason Brooks not in his great position in P9. Gabriel Nunes coming home in the top 10. And that left us with Jamie Walker finishing in P11. Gordon Lee 12, Luke Tolhurst for his first race in P13, and Scott Flack in P14. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. Make sure you stay tuned for this one. It's the premiere of Gran Turismo.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
Jan, all you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Dude, this is real.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap him to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
You can hate me now,
It's not going to work. The guys who race are elite athletes.
but I won't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go!
Cause I can't stop now.
Must be a new experience for you, moving your legs. You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race, the cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff. I can't see anything! Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
This whole thing is insane, but out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Yes!
Welcome to Team Nissan.
You can hate me now.
What's next?
It's major leagues. The other drivers are going to hate you.
Come on.
Whoopsie.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's part of the game. It's called racing.
But I won't stop now.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
You can hate me now. But I won't stop now.
I know this track.
Because I can't stop now.
I've raced it 1,000 times. That's what I'm talking about.
You can hate me now. But I won't stop now.
All right, ready, we're back live. Race 2. Got Luke Tolhurst, our rookie for the night, starting on P1. Korchlowski behind him. Looks like Luke's out there by himself, so he should get a good run to the start here. Here we go. Lights are up. Alright, so Luke gets the whole shot. Jamie Walker, Gabriel Nunes, nice and tight through turn 1. Oh, Jamie Walker just getting stuck in the middle there. Hopefully they can all sort themselves out through here. Down the Hollywood S's, Scott back on the track now. Sorted out his internet issues. Oh. Like Braden and Jeff Wynn coming together. Oh, that was Tolhurst and Nunes loose in the front there. Gabriel's rejoined the two Pritchards, nose to tail, trying to get through the field and get out of all the trouble. And that looks like a Sarkis behind as well. Whoa, that's looks like Tolhurst just getting out there. Vlad Tokrev from the back of the field. It's up in a P8, but Braden Pritchard from last position is already up in a P5. Oh, Matthew Pritchard. It's Pritchard sandwich and Nunes is in the middle. And that's James Sarkis. It's 3 wide. I don't like the look of this, but here we go. go up to the drone here. Catch most of the action as we can see. Nunes and Pritchard just ahead. Hit a biff and barge. Sarkis is on the inside. It's a great little battle coming through. Look at that, this all swing out. Very much all about car control here because you really got to swing these cars through the corner, get them sideways. Eric Chandra in the lead now ahead of Troy Cieslawski. Will Cieslawski be there at the end of the race? We'll see, hopefully so. And Pritchard up there again in P3. There's James Sarkis, Braden Pritchard. That's Jason Brooks. Vlad Tokarev further down the field. So too Scott Black. He's having a shocker in pack conditions. He's definitely got the pace to be up the front with these boys. James Sarkis, Braden Pritchard up the inside. Again, we notice the disc lighting up on all four. Most of the other cars is just the front too. So Braden balancing his brake. James Sarkis just a bit hot there. Oh, who's that gone wide? Is that Cieslawski? Is that Braden Pritchard again? See what happened to Braden Pritchard. Oh, he's just gone wide and he's spun it. Oh, he's just lost position. That was Troy Cieslawski that went off into the daisies before. Not too sure. I can hear a few bleeps from the crowd here as Troy's just taking a beeline. Yeah, he's just taking Jeff straight into the grass there for our Jim's Mowing Award, but it's Alright, we're back live. Chandra back out in front. Pritchard out there by himself. Brooksy's moved up, but it's getting very compact back here. As we've got Brooksy, Pritchard, James Sarkis, Vlad Tokarev's just following this group as well, trying to go wide, get a better entry into this last corner, the very tricky turn one. As they head down Redgate down to Hollywood into the old hairpin. Granite curves into the old hairpin. Nearly every corner or sweep has been named on this circuit. As we go past Starkey's Bridge, you can see the old water duct on the left-hand side in the background there. We're coming up to McLean's. A lot of tricky corners. Pritchard again going wide. Doesn't really lose position other than to Jason Brooks. Now he's got his brother, Braden Pritchard, right behind him. And Sarkis is defending hard against Vlad Tokarev. We're on board now with Vlad Tokarev following Sarkis and Pritchard. Vlad Tokarev, the only rear-wheel drive car here in the Subaru Levorg. The rest all front-wheel drives. Almost getting through there. Again, the rear wheels of James Sarkis just slowing down as the weight transfers to the front. Great little battle here. Oh, you can just hear James locking up, and that's him off the track into the wall. You're on board with him as he locked up, you can hear it. There's Braden Pritchard now. That frees up Vlad Tokarev to get on the back of Pritchard. Oh, Matt just going wide there. Now he's got Vlad Tokarev in the rear vision mirror, and he's got Matt Pritchard up beside him. Are they going to go deep into the corner? Yeah, Matt's gone through. And Vlad's still behind, so this is a close battle now. Not too sure if Braden's flashing his brother with the headlights, saying, get out of my way, I've got to get ahead of Vlad, but they're both catching Jason Brooks in P2, and so too Eric Chantra's falling a bit behind there as well. Look how close they are, right on the back of Pritchard now. Okay, I mentioned before in race 1 he was going to fox it and he'll pop out. Oh, I thought he was going to pop up the inside for turn 1, but Pritchard did enough. Matthew did enough to protect that line. See if they come through down through Hollywood. Craner curves into the old hairpin. He's going to go wide to get on the gas earlier, but Matthew's taken that very well and has gained about 2 car lengths. We see the chopper overhead just bringing you the feeds here in the race cam. Oh, Vlad's going to go up the inside, and he's got it done. That's Vlad Tokarev moving up into P4. Can Braden come back the other way or catch him unaware as he's going to try and overtake his brother, Matthew Pritchard? We're on lap 6 of 8 now. We'll go through the field as this battle continues. Oh, Pritchard's car just gets loose on the curbs there. Okay, so Vlad protecting against Braden. Braden's going to go for the inside line. He's just done enough to push him out of the way and get over, so Vlad doesn't take that inside line on the next corner. He's going to force Vlad, but Vlad's going to come up. Oh, he won't have enough to get... Oh, look at that. Great pitches here in Donington. Derby, we've got just less than 2 laps to go. This is a great battle. Looks like Brooks is on the back of Chantra now for P1. So this is almost 5 cars going for the lead, and Vlad moves up into P4 just ahead of Braden. Brooksy chasing down, closing that gap down to Chandra. Chandra, will he go wide and hit the curves to lose momentum so Brooks can come in? Definitely closing the gap there now, so this is a battle for the lead. Nunes in P6 has got James Sarkis behind him. Oh, it looks like he was going to get it done. Oh, he gets it on the inside, but will he have the position for the next corner? Sarkis going wide to get the inside line and the run up the inside and the better position. Can he make it stick? Oh, Nunes too strong there, but he's gone off wide and that's come undone. That's given it back to Gabriel Nunes as we see Jeff defending against Frederick Sarkis. Gordon Lee in P10 there ahead of Jamie Walker. But how's the gap up front? Vlad is just chewing up this field here as he stretches away from Braden Pritchard, who's got the job done on his brother Matthew. But now this is the last lap of the race. I think we're almost going to have 3 ways along here. It's still Chantra through turn 1, Brooks in P2, and Vlad will close on this gap up front to make it a three-way for the lead. Braden Pritchard just falling 1.5 seconds back now. Oh, Brooksy, will he get up the inside here? No, he won't, but will Chandra run wide? No, he doesn't. So they both stay on the circuit. That's what you've got to do to take the checkered flag. Exciting stuff here. On forward, Vlad Tokarev is trying to get up the inside of Brooksy. So this is Brooksy on Chandra, and he's got Vlad behind. Here we go, three-way. Chandra through this as Brooksy's on the outside. He won't have position, but Vlad's giving it back to him as we're heading. But he's going to take it. Brooksy's just giving the position back, saying, no, mate, you deserve that one. That's fine. So it looks like it's going to be Chandra, Tokarev, and Brooksy, unless Chandra goes wide, allows Tokarev on the inside, but no, he's too much a professional. So it's Chandra taking the win. Vlad Tokarev, Jason Brooks, Braden Pritchard. Ahead of Matthew Pritchard, James Sarkis coming around for P6. That will leave his cousin Frederick to take the checkered. Looks like Gabrielle and Jeff are still battling out across the line. Gabrielle takes it for those two. Gordon Lee come home in P10 just ahead of Jamie Walker. So race results for Eric for race 2. It's Eric Chandra ahead of Vlad Tokarev. Jason Brooks just held it ahead of Braden Pritchard and his brother Matthew Pritchard in P5. James Sarkis in front of his cousin Frederick Sarkis in P7. Gabriel Nunes brings it home in P8 ahead of Jeff Wynn and Gordon Lee. Is inside the top 10. P11 finish was Jamie Walker ahead of Troy Cieslowski, and Luke Tolhurst brings it home in P13 ahead of Scott Flack. All right, so we're going to get ready for race 3. Another random grid, so stay tuned after these messages.
The mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
Okay, boys, very nervous. We're ready for race 3. A couple of good battles in race 2 there. And we've got Luke Tolhurst again up on the grid. Okay, so green light's about to go out. Luke Tolhurst getting another great launch off the start line there. Gabriel Nunes trying to get around the whole lot here. We'll see how they go, trying different lines. Nice and clean through there. Scott Black up the back. And Vlad Tokarev as well from the back of the field. Oh, but someone's just gone. It looks like Jeff Tolhurst. Luke Tolhurst, I should say. See if we can see that again. See what happened. Oh, just a tap and they both go. Luke doing a good job to stay on the rejoin the track without taking anyone out. We're back live. Gordon Lee out in front, P1. Oh, Eric Chandra hot on the heels now in P2, taking P2, Gordon Lee. Gordon Lee's got the better run or better position for the next corner. He's got to keep Eric outside. He's taking it nice and tight. Eric's got the nice run around. Gabriel Nunes up into P3, and that's Matthew Pritchard coming in and get his position on the podium at the moment. So it's Chandra, Gordon Lee, Matthew Pritchard just getting the job done on Gabriel Nunes there, pushing him back to 4th. Jeff Wynn's got Vlad Tokarev behind him. And here comes Braden Pritchard. So keeping contact with Vlad Tokarev. Luke Tolhurst has got James Sarkis. Trying everything he can to get around. Oh, he's just clipped the ripple strips at high speed and he's straight in the fence. Scott Flack in 13 and Jason Brooks all the way down the back, struggling on this race. He's had a couple of good results, but this one won't be one of them. He's got to work hard to get back up to the front within 8 laps. 6 laps to go. So this is the front of the pack now. Chandra's still out in front. Gordon Lee, P2, fantastic for him. Want to stay out here as much as he can. He's got the hard charging Matthew Pritchard right behind. Pritchard trying around the outside, Gordon Lee. Matthew Pritchard lucky to get away with that. He left the door wide open. The others weren't there close enough to take advantage of it. Gordon Lee still crossing the start finish line in P2. It's getting very hot down the back here. Nunes, Pritchard. He's got 2 positions just in that last lap. Great job. He wants to get away from this. Down the hill. Oh, they all sweep out wide together in unison. Gabriel just manages to hold it, but was that Jeff Wynn behind? He's had to catch the car. I saw him disappear. And now it's Pritchard and Vlad. Braden doing what he can to cover the line. As long as he makes one move, that's fine. watching Braden trying to get under deep brakes on Gordon, but he also had Vlad in here right behind him. Oh, he's going to open the door, but he shut the door on Vlad, who's right behind them at the moment. On board with Braden Pritchard. Is he going to take the dive up the inside? Yes, he is. He's going to show the nose. Gordon's going to come across. They both go off into the grass, giving Vlad an easy pass. Just see what happened there. Up the inside, this is a replay of Pritchard. Oh, easily done, just come across. So we're back live now. Tokarev back up into P3 ahead of Pritchard. And it's Chandra and Matt Pritchard up in front. Chandra out hard in front. Pritchard doing all he can to chase. He's 3.7 seconds down. Tokarev further 1.7. So they're starting to spread out a bit. The closest gap, the closest battle here is Jeff Wynn and Gabriel Nunez. Nunez in the green machine, Jeff in the yellow shredded wheat entry. Ford Focus, and here comes Jamie Walker. That's him on screen with the VR glass and the gloves and the direct drive Sim Magic. Coming down the gears, trying to make that left and right hand turn. A lot of hard work. He's got James Sarkis behind him. Just a little touch, but that's okay. He managed to hold it. Starting to heat up now. We've got Gordon Lee, Jeff Wynn, mates. Oh, Gabriel trying to take the inside. Jeff Wynn on the outside of Gordon Lee. Trying to get a better run. They've just got to hold their nerve, do what they know best, and hit those quali laps, lap after lap. There's 3 laps to go if they want to hold this position. They don't want to come together and ruin each other's races. Oh, Gordon just... That's all over the place. Pretty much every driver here at Entertainment Park was involved in that one. See if we can watch that again. Looks like Gordon just went across the face of everyone and took most of the field out there. We go back live. Gordon settling back into P8 at the moment. Braden, our series sponsor, is in P4. On it, it's a battle for P2 at the moment. Vlad trying to come around the outside of Matthew. Chandra 5 seconds out in front. Matthew Pritchard taking these corners wide. It seems to be working for him because he's keeping Vlad at bay for the moment. And Braden Pritchard's coming up trying to make it freeway for P2 at the moment. That's 6 of 8. Matthew Pritchard. Oh, Vlad trying to come right around the outside, get the momentum. There's generally single file here. Up past Starkey's Bridge, Schwartz curve, heavy into McLean's, which is this right-hander. Oh, Vlad's going to want to pop up the inside here. Matthew coming over to protect that line for the next corner, and he did that well. Vlad's just got loose there. Boys getting very vocal here. It's Gordon Lee, Jeff Wynn and Gabriel Nunez all together. Now as Jeff into the side of Gordon Lee, Scott Black coming up behind them. Will gain another position through that melee. As Vlad Tokarev just dropping off a little bit from Matthew Pritchard. Still a three-way battle for P2 at the moment as we'll go through the rest of the field. James Sarkis in P5, Cousin Frederick in P6, defending against Jamie Walker there. Gabriel Nunes now out on his own in P8. Gordon Lee in P9, Scott Black P10. That's Jeff Wynn having a shock on race 3. He's a lot stronger than this. He's currently in P11 ahead of Wojciechowski. And Luke Tolhurst is defending against Jason Brooks. Not the best race for him so far. Let's hope he picks it up in the next 2 races. As we've got Braden, it looks like Vlad falling back there, or something's happening there. We've had a position change. Braden getting up into P2. Matt taking the usual wide turn at McLean's there. It looks like James just went wide. No, that was Frederick going wide, letting Jamie Walker through, picking up another spot in the P6, one of his best results so far. Braden's got a lot to do. There's only 2 laps to go and a 10-second deficit to P1 of Eric Chandra from Indonesia. Braden's definitely been the stronger driver tonight. He has, Vlad's still got the fastest lap of the race so far, but Braden showing a lot of pace. Currently in P2 ahead of Vlad Tokarev. Trying to looks like Gordon Lee, Scott Black racing, just trying to pick where they are. Oh, that's coming onto Goddard's onto the main straight now with last lap. So that's Scott Black up another position into P9. Chandra coming up into McLean's, heading towards Capiche, or Capiche. Down Starkey Straight for the last time of race 3. So make it 2 from 3. And daylight between the rest. Let's see if Braden Pritchard can hold out against Vlad Tokarev. So this is a race leader coming out of Melbourne Hairpin up towards Goddard's. Just got to show that last battle there. So it's Eric that's going to take the win, crossing the line, and we'll see what happens to Pritchard. Vlad taking the wide line. He's trying to get on the gas early, but Braden's blocked that exit. That's what he had to do to break the momentum. He's going to take P2 in race 3, leaving Matthew to take P4. James Sarkis. Jamie Walker. Gabriel Nunes coming across the line for P8 now. And you can see Scott Black behind. Looks like Gordon Lee just got a drive through, maybe exceeding. Oh, there's a battle here behind. It's Troy Chislowski and Jason Brooks. And Luke Tolhurst. All right, so for race 3, it's Eric Chandra, Braden Pritchard in P2. Vlad Tokarev in P3, Matthew Pritchard in 4, James Sarkis in 5, Walker in 6, Sarkis, Nunes, Black, Jeff, your top 10. And then it's Troy Kozlowski, Jason Brooks, Gordon Lee, and Luke Tolhurst. Your race results for race 3. Okay. Alright, so stay tuned. We're going to go to a commercial break, set the grid up, and we'll be back for race 4.
Entertainment Park has so much to it.
And we are proud to announce that we have joined forces with this incredible place. They've got simulation cars.
You can choose your own car like a Formula One.
Or V8 supercars, and you can choose your own track. I love the mountain. I'm king of the mountain. Not Mount Jewett, Mount Panorama.
Plus, there's an incredible go-kart track. No fumes, no smell.
And it's got a booster button too.
These booster buttons, unlike a video game, they're real. I'll catch you. Beat your fastest lap. Challenge your friends.
Have a feed at the cafe with an unbelievable menu. What? Dessert, coffee, and of course, a fully licensed bar.
10-pin bowling, video games, skills testers, laughs, play area, chill out areas and lounges, DJs and fun music.
It's safe, friendly, and plenty of parking. But some people drive to the city for that.
That's stupid.
Book now at entertainmentpark.com.au. Not just for kids.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
Jan, all you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Dude, this is real.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap him to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
You can hate me now,
It's not going to work. The guys who race are elite athletes.
but I won't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go!
Cause I can't stop now.
Must be a new experience for you, moving your legs. You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race, the cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff. I can't see anything! Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
This whole thing is insane, but out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Welcome to Team Nissan.
What's next?
It's major leagues. The other drivers are going to hate you.
Whoopsie.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's part of the game. It's called racing.
But I won't stop now.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
You can hate me now. But I won't stop now.
I know this track.
Because I can't stop now.
I've raced it 1,000 times. That's what I'm talking about.
You can hate me now, but I won't stop now.
Okay, welcome back, race 4. Let's get this done. The grid's been set, random grid. We've got Gordon Lee on pole next to Scott Flack, Braden Pritchard, Jeff Wynn, Frederick Sarkis, Jamie Walker in P6 next to James Sarkis, Matthew Pritchard, Jason Brooks, Vlad Tokarev, your top 10, Chandra. Last race winner will be starting from P11, Luke Tolhurst, 12, Troy Cieslawski and Gabriel Nunes, 13, 14. Here we go. Healthy grid here today, 14 drivers, here we go. Race 4, it's underway. Gordon Lee getting a good start, but Scott Black getting underway. Will they get through turn 1 cleanly? It looks good so far, nice sweeping. Looks like Scott Black just hit the, he's got the lead from Gordon Lee already, down through Hollywood. Oh, a couple of guys, Jeff Wynn, Gordon Lee, just got spun out there. He goes down towards the back already, that's, and he's mixed it up with Eric Chandra as well. Oh, it's getting all heavy here. Let's see what if we can unpack this. We're watching Jeff Wynn. Oh, Vlad Tokarev just coming through. Everyone trying to rejoin, but here's where the big odds. Gabriel Nunes again taking out Jeff Wynn. Oh, we'll go back live. See if the boys are settled down. Scott Black, Braden Pritchard, your top 2. Then it's the 2 cousins, James Sarkis and Frederick Sarkis. Matthew Pritchard. Had a couple of good results so far, so race 4 is already up into P5. Jason Brooks. in P5, and here comes Vlad Tokarev with Gordon Lee. That's Eric Chantra, P9. A lot of work to do. I don't know where he's going. That's not pit lane. Not too sure if he's got a penalty pending. Oh, so Eric Chantra got a false start on that one, so that's pretty much the end of the race for him. The two circuses are battling it out now. They're actually sitting side by side at James's house in full motion simulators from Racecraft in WA. And they're now battling it out for places 3 and 4. Very much a family affair because we've also got brothers Matthew Pritchard and Braden Pritchard on the other side of that. But at the moment, Pritchard's defending against Jason Brooks. And here comes championship leader so far, Vlad Tokarev. Gordon Lee's in the P8 at the moment. Luke Tolhurst up in the P9 with Gabriel Nunes in P10. And that's Jeff Wynn further down the back, Troy Cieslowski. Eric Chantra, after serving that, has come back out in P13. Jamie Walker is DNF. So we'll go back up the front. Scott Black racing for a SimHaus. He's had a shocker of a night so far. Will he get a step on the podium? He's doing all right so far. It is lap 2 of 8. And he posts a 140. Posts a 135. So too, Braden Pritchard just posting the fastest lap of the race with a 135.1 flat. Frederick Sarkis a 136 and Sarkis a 137. The other two in the 135s is Brooksy and Vlad Tokarev. And this is a great battle now. Brooksy up the inside. Oh, just coming unstuck there. See what happened to Brooksy. Come up the inside. He's come up. Oh, he just got a touch. It was unfortunate, but not much Vlad could do in that instance. We go back live to Vlad Tokarev now. In P6, chasing down Matthew Pritchard through the S's. A lot of wheel work there. Matt's got to take the inside, otherwise Vlad's going to come right round the inside. Oh, he's positioned it beautifully. Oh, he's taken a late move onto the inside. He's locked up the brakes, and off he goes. Not having the best of times in the Subaru there. Look, he's pretty much drifting around all the corners. He's able to get onto the power early to get himself around the corner, but the front-wheel drives can pull themselves out much earlier on this circuit. Jason Brooks now falling back into P10, wants a P9. All he has to do is get past Jeff Wynn and then the green machine of Gabriel Nunes just in front. All right, so back up front, it's still Scott Black, Braden Pritchard, your top two. Looks like Frederick Sarkis has got ahead of James with P3. And off he goes, trying to chase Braden now. James Walker out of the race, so he'll take P14 with a DNF. Vlad closing in the background on the back of Matt Pritchard from Matrix Plumbing. Oh, squeezes up under brakes. So Matt Pritchard's up on the inside. He'll get the position for the next corner. Coming out of Goddard's, it's Pritchard, Matthew Pritchard, then Vlad Tokarev. That's positions 5 and 6. Up front, it's getting closer now. Let's go back to that battle because Pritchard's still out in front ahead of Vlad. Pritchard doing well to defend there. Vlad's putting the car in all sorts of slides just to get past. Not worried about the tyre wear at the moment. Pritchard just defending. He's wanted to defend the inside line. And in front of it, that was Sarkis just collecting some dust there. Just ahead of these two, Matt Pritchard from Matrix Plumbing. Got to stay on the inside. Check that inside line under heavy brakes. Vlad's going to take that. Will he pop out right here? No, he closes. Nice job through the S's there. The boys really doing a good job to get through that part of the race. If you notice, we've missed Tim Lawson for the last couple of streams. Tim's unfortunately unable to dedicate his time at the moment due to work restrictions. So we thank him for his commentary so far and hope to get him back sometime soon. But for now, it's just me old self commentating, broadcasting, directing and hosting for SimHaus and Entertainment Park in Bankstown as we're watching Vlad Tokarev trying all he can to get past Pritchard. Matthew Pritchard in front. And looks like Braden has moved up into P1 ahead of Scott Flack. Another ding-dong battle out on track at the moment. This one for the lead, and Braden's collecting that so far with some hot laps. His best lap still is the 1:35.1. He took almost a full second out of Scott Flack in that previous lap there, and that's why he's moved up into P1. Scott Flack wants to come back at him, but he's just showing and foxing. Oh, he's made Braden look in the rear vision mirror, and that's what it's all about. It's tactics. So now I'll come up the inside. Braden moving under brakes now. Oh. Like Vlad's just got past Matthew Pritchard now. Gordon Lee, the next best in P7. The red Motorbase Ford Focus, and his on-track teammate Jason Brooks back in P8 ahead of Gabriel Nunes and Jeff Wynn. These two are glued together tonight. They've come together a few times with Jeff closing in right nicely. Come down the main straight for the 7th time. That's Eric Chandra after serving a drive-through after a false start. He's back out trying to minimise the loss. Jeff went on the inside now. Got Jeff Wynn on the outside. I can't see them. They managed to get through there. We've got company now with Eric Chandra. With the momentum, he's got in between them. So that'll settle those two boys. Scott Flack still hot on the back of Braden Pritchard in the lead here. This will be a good result for Scott Flack. He's had a couple of DNFs with disconnection issues. He's definitely taking it easy for race 4. Coming through on the penultimate lap. 1 lap to go. Down Turn it third gear, nice and easy. Get on the gas early for that downhill run. Through Hollywood, down the Craner curves and into the old hairpin. Perfect sunshine out here today. The daffodils are out on the lawn as well, so it's a beautiful day here in Derby. Great day for motor racing for sure. Oh, Scott Black trying everything he can. We've got Tokarev on the back of Sarkis in the background here. This is the last lap, so he needs to get a move on if he wants any more positions. Sarkis protecting the inside line. It moves up. Nice smooth move there. Braden Pritchard. Oh, almost a position change there with a couple of corners to go. This is the final corner. Coming in the Goddards. He'll do the over-under. Oh, just tries to upset him. But Braden too strong and will take the race 4. Congratulations, and this will be Sarkis just ahead of Tokarev and James Sarkis finishing. That's Matthew Pritchard, Jason Brooks. Come around the last corner, take the checkered flag. His teammate Gordon Lee with Eric Chandler right behind him. This is for 8th and 9th. And Nunes ahead of Jeff Wynn. So race 4, it was Braden Pritchard taking a maiden win for the night ahead of Scott Black, Frederick Sarkis, ahead of Vlad Tokarev, Justin, James Sarkis there in P5. Matthew Pritchard finishing in P6, Jason Brooks in 7, Gordon Lee will finish in P8, Eric Chandler in 9, and Gabriel Nunes in the top 10. P11 was Jeff Wynn ahead of Troy Jaslowski, Luke Long, Tolhurst, and Jamie Walker DNFing early in that race. All right, so we've got one race to go. It's the final race of the evening. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll get the boys ready, set the grid, and we'll be back after these messages.
Entertainment Park has so much to it.
And we are proud to announce that we have joined forces with this incredible place. They've got simulation cars.
You can choose your own car like a Formula One.
Or V8 supercars, and you can choose your own track. I love the mountain. I'm king of the mountain. Not Mount Jewett, Mount Panorama.
Plus, there's an incredible go-kart track. No fumes, no smell.
And it's got a booster button too!
These booster buttons, unlike a video game, they're real. I'll catch you. Beat your fastest lap. Challenge your friends.
Have a feed at the cafe with an unbelievable menu. What? Dessert, coffee, and of course, a fully licensed bar.
10-pin bowling, video games, skills testers, laughs, play area, chill out areas and lounges, DJs and fun music.
It's safe, friendly, and plenty of parking. But some people drive to the city for that.
That's stupid.
Book now at entertainmentpark.com.au. Not just for kids.
Okay, race 5, last race of the evening. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying the action so far. Got a couple of guys that had to leave early, so they're out for the evening. And we're getting ready for race 5 of 5 tonight. Last race of the night. Just waiting for the boys to grid up. Looks like the fast boys have been sent to the front on this one. We've got Chancher and Frederick Sarkis up front, Braden Pritchard, Jason Brooks, and then Vlad Tokarev. This will be a great race to watch. 8 laps to go. Last time we're going to hear the lights and off they go. Kendrick in a cleaner race this time, so too Braden. Really worried about his jump starts from last round. Got off a bit slow, but that's okay. He's got the inside line for this one. 3 wide's not going to go. They all get through nice and cleanly. Great job. Chancher and Frederick Sarkis getting through. Starkey's Bridge and up to McLean's quite nicely. Tokarev up into 4 already, and that's Jason Brooks behind. Gordon Lee going wide in the grass there. Get the old Jim's Mowing Award for Gordon Lee. This will be a tough race for 8 laps. Got to be there at the end to win it, and just got to survive. So good, nice little pack here at the moment. It looks like Jamie Walker's had to leave that race, and one other who I can't identify at the moment. Braden Pritchard in P3, Frederick Sarkis just ahead of him. It's Eric Chancher right out the front there now. Will he pull away from this group? Or will they get a clean run? Love the inside line of these wheels. You can see the rear end just getting lighter, so the rear wheels just freewheel, especially the inside as they come down weak off straight for the second time. Through Redgate down to Hollywood. This is Craner Curve down into the old hairpin. Beautiful sweeping corners. Eric Chancher setting some purple sectors here. So too Scott Black in P6. Fastest lap at the moment to 1:39, but that's only because it was the opening lap. This will definitely bring up another notification with the fastest lap, as this will be the first fast lap of the race so far. Chancher stretching out just over a second ahead of Frederick Sarkis. Braden Pritchard once again got Vlad Tokarev. On board now with Vlad Tokarev chasing down Braden Pritchard in the Interflow Plumbing Ford Focus. Oh, that's Sarkis going wide. Vlad's in the only rear-wheel drive car here. So he's got to take different line, different approach. Gets the nose in early and then just floors it. The back will rotate around with the rear-wheel drive. Lighting up it. So it looks like Braden now is challenging Frederick Sarkis up the inside. Sarkis trying to come across to block that line. That'll bring Vlad Tokarev into the mix. Let's go back to the replay to see what happened here. So this is a replay, Braden, and then Fred coming in. And looks like he intentionally took out Braden Pritchard there. Unfortunate for Pritchard, but we're going to have to deal with Frederick Sarkis later on. post-race. As Braden unfortunately falls back down to P11. Chancher's still out front, Frederick Sarkis. Tokarev in P2, Frederick Sarkis in P3, just been given a warning for that incident with Braden Pritchard. Scott Black crosses the line P4 just ahead of Jason Brooks. And he's got James Sarkis coming through there now with Jeff Wynn on his tail. So the boys definitely getting a lot more relaxed and racing amongst each other. This circuit is quite tight. It's just a matter of staying on the circuit and being there at the end as Jeff Wynn putting pressure on James Sarkis for P6. Jeff just going wide there. Sarkis struggling to stay on the track, getting caught up on the ripple there. Gabriel Nunez back in P8 at the moment. Braden Pritchard already up into P9. So it's Chancher out in front, Vlad Tokarev P2, and it's a three-way back here. See Brooksy's brake bias a bit more balanced than the two in front. As we saw the rotors lighting up, Vlad Tokarev posting the fastest lap of the race at 1:34.7. Is that the fastest we've seen today? He's doing all he can to chase down Eric Chancher with only 3 laps to go. Great battle here with these three. On board with Scott Black now, chasing Frederick Sarkis. Sarkis just going wide there. He's come back in to take the line. He's crossing over there now. He's come over just a break heavy in front of another driver while changing 3 lines. Not the best signs of race quality or racecraft there. Definitely frowned upon here at SimHaus racing leagues. Vlad closing up on Eric Chancher now. Chancher really sweating on Vlad in the background. This is for the lead. Tokarev closing in on Chancher with 2 and a bit laps to go. Now we've got Frederick Sarkis. And Jason Brooks, Scott Black falling back there, making a mistake. So now it's Jason Brooks trying to get past Frederick Sarkis. Will he hold his line? Looks like he'll come across just for the braking zone. Brooks should go on the inside. Oh, under brakes. Sarkis protecting his line as much as he can. Back in PA with Braden Pritchard just getting the position on Gabriel Nunes a couple of moments ago. So he's moving further up, but it's far from where he should have been when he was up the front battling it out with Frederick Sarkis. But it does look like Frederick Sarkis will receive or be disqualified from the race altogether with that behaviour, as that definitely looked intentional in the background. Scott Black chasing James Sarkis. Coming up through Starkey's Bridge in the background there. Will he pop the nose out, or he'll go out wide trying to get the run on the inside, get the momentum? Will he get it moved on? No. Oh, and that's Frederick Sarkis. No, that's Frederick Sarkis going wide. He's made that one mistake. He's lost about 5 positions there. Brooksy up onto the podium now into P3. Back up from Jason Brooks into P3. That's where he belongs. That's where he likes to be. James Sarkis and Chandra back ahead of Vlad Tokarev. So this is a battle out the front's not over yet. We thought Vlad had it and off he went, but Eric's managed to get the position back. Not much in it as they cross the finish line for the second last time. There's Jason Brooks, white flag out for these boys. Sarkis has got to protect against a charging Scott Black. But out front, this is the closest battle and for the lead, so we'll stay here for the moment. This is the last lap of the race and the last lap of the evening. We'll be back here next week, next Wednesday night, so make sure you tune in. We'll go over those, the program for you at the end of this stream, but for now, it's Chandra protecting his position against Vlad Tokarev from Russia. So it's the Indonesian out front, the Russian in second, and Jason Brooks in P3, the best of the rest. Chandra going nice and tight there. Oh, into the S's, the Fogarty S's. Oh, just a little touch there. Eric will run away with it a little bit, giving a bit of breathing space as they go to the Melbourne hairpin for the final time. There's a bit of a gap there now, so it looks safe for now. Eric's just got, oh, look how much he's closing in on the brakes. Chandra coming around. Last corner for the last time. And it'll be Chandra that takes the checkered flag and the fireworks and the confetti. And there it is. That's Chandra, Tokarev. Here comes Brooks. And Sarkis, who's going to finish between there. It's Sarkis, Black, and then Jeff Wynn in P6. Frederick Sarkis regains for P7 ahead of Braden Pritchard. We'll finish in P8, but probably P7 by the end of the race. Gabriel Nunes finishing P9. Gordon Lee comes around for the top 10 finish ahead of Troy Kozlowski, and Luke Tolhurst has retired early, so that's the end of the field. Okay, as Kozlowski closes the field, it's Eric Chandra taking the well-deserved win ahead of Vlad Tokarev, Jason Brooks, in the third step of the podium ahead of James Sarkis, Scott Flack, Jeff Wynn, Frederick Sarkis, Braden Pritchard, Gabriel Nunes, and Gordon Lee, top 10. Behind them, as we mentioned before, it was Troy Cieslawski on screen, doing very long donuts, hitting every barrier he can, and then Luke Tolhurst finishing in P12. Okay, so the Vlad Tokarov losing his rear wing as well. The only one out on track. Okay, so if you've been watching it, make sure you watch the next one, because here comes the next British Touring Cars will be at Barbagallo at night. That's on the 9th of August, so make sure you tune in for that one. We'll bring you the next race, which I'm sure it's the sprint cars. No, we could have the 26th of July. Wow, next Wednesday is the V8s. So definitely make sure you tune in or join us. Just follow the SimHaus Discord link in the description below and be part of it. This is going to be our first V8 nice race for the V8s this year. So make sure you tune in for that or be part of it by registering on our SimHaus Discord channel. And that's on the 26th of July. Going to be a big one, that one. And then the race after that to tune into will be on the 2nd of August, which is the Champion League. And that will be the sprint cars at Illinois. I know a few guys out there watching very keen for this one to come through and get here quicker. But they're going to have to wait, and it's going to bring plenty of action too. The sprint cars at Illinois for our Champions League. You'll notice each round is a different car and track combination, testing the skills, different skill set of these drivers. So definitely mixing up the results as well. But for tonight, that's the end of the British Touring Car round 6 at Donington. And thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
Jan, all you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
You know what racing cars cost? Look around. It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Dude, this is real.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap them to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
You can hate me now,
It's not going to work. The guys who race are elite athletes.
but I won't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go!
Cause I can't stop now.
Must be a new experience for you, moving your legs. You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race, the cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff. I can't see anything! Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
This whole thing is insane, but out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Welcome to Team Nissan.
What's next?
It's Major Leagues. The other drivers are going to hate you.
Come on.
Whoopsie.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's part of the game. It's called racing.
But I won't stop now.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
You can hate me now. But I won't stop now.
I know this track.
Because I can't stop now.
I've raced it 1,000 times. That's what I'm talking about!
Hate me now, but I won't stop now.